With no one knowing when the next bull market will arrive, right now one of the best things that you can do is try and earn some yields on the assets that you are already holding. So in this video, I will be talking about the Berachain ecosystem and which protocols you can use in the Berachain ecosystem to earn some amazing yields on your assets. Okay, so the first protocol on our list is going to be Euler Finance. So Berachain itself runs on a very unique model called proof of liquidity. So think of Euler Finance as a liquid staking protocol for the Berachain. It is also one of the biggest protocols on Berachain, having almost 50% of Berachain's total TVL, which comes to around $1.5 billion. You can participate through Euler Finance through three ways. But first, I made a very simple chart for you all to understand how Euler Finance works and what it offers. Like I said, you can earn yields through infrared through three ways, two of them being iBGT and iBera. iBGT is the liquid version of the Berachain governance token, and iBera is the liquid version of the Berachain token. Yes, Berachain has two token system. So through Euler Finance, you can stake iBGT tokens and earn an APR of 45%. Don't worry if you do not have iBGT tokens, there are plenty of other opportunities within the Berachain ecosystem. Now coming to iBera, if you are someone who is very bullish on the Berachain ecosystem, or if you want to get exposure to the Bera token, then what you can do here is stake your Bera token and get iBera, which is a liquid staked version of the Berachain token. Once you stake your Berachain token, you will start earning an APR of 5.68%. So if you have some dormant Berachain tokens sitting in your wallet, then you can just stake them here for some extra yields. Let's now talk about vaults. These vaults will give you an aggregated view of where the yields are on the Berachain ecosystem. If you want, you can stake your assets right through infrared, or you can go to native protocols, for example BEX, which we will be talking about in a minute. But anyways, since you're on here, you can start to earn some very decent APRs. For example, this first pool of wrapped Bera and Honey token is earning an impressive APR of 94%. You must be wondering what this Honey token is. Well, actually it's Berachain's native stablecoin, and yes, it's called Honey. So if you do not want to liquid stake your Berachain tokens and you can take on a little bit of extra risk, then this wrapped Bera Honey pool is for you. The other two pools that I think are interesting in here are the BYUSD Honey pool and the USDE Honey pool. Like I said, Honey is a stable coin, so this is going to be a stable coin pool earning anywhere from 10% to 12% APR on your stable coins. So that is basically everything that you can do on Euler Finance. We will move on to the second protocol on our list, which is BEX, which is the second biggest decentralized exchange on the Berachain ecosystem. But before I show you some interesting pools in here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video. I will be uploading one video a day focused on yield farming. So to not miss out on a video, make sure you hit that bell icon. So BEX being the second biggest decentralized exchange on Berachain, there are some decent yields waiting to be captured on here. The first pool is a stablecoin pool with a TVL of $400 million, currently yielding an APR of 12%. Now keep in mind, this yield will be paid in BGT token or the Berachain governance token, which you will be able to redeem through BEX with a ratio of 1:1. So for example, if you have 100 BGT tokens, you would be able to redeem it for 100 Bera tokens. The next pool on our list is also a stablecoin pool, which is USDCE Honey pool, yielding about 10% APR, also paid in BGT. Now if you are wondering how you can get the Honey token, well, it's very easy. Simply go to the BEX swap page, select whichever assets you have into your wallet, for example Bera, and then swap it for the Honey token. But moving on to the yield section, this is the pool that I am personally invested into. It is called Wrapped Bera Honey pool and is yielding 95% APR paid out in BGT tokens and a pool APR of 3%. which brings the total APR of close to 100%. The next two pools are the wrapped Ethereum wrapped Bera pool and the wrapped BTC wrapped Bera pool, yielding close to 90% APR. But I am personally staying away from these pools because these assets are highly non-correlated with each other, meaning they tend to move in different directions, and I do not want to face impermanent loss on my Bitcoin as well as Ethereum. The third protocol on our list is Kodiak Finance, which is the biggest decentralized exchange on the Berachain ecosystem. Now, if you compare some yields between BEX and Kodiak, you would see that Kodiak has relatively higher APRs as compared to BEX. For example, this Berachain pool, which was yielding 100% APR on BEX, on Kodiak Finance, that same pool is yielding an APR of close to 200%. So if you want to pair your Berachain token with a stablecoin, then this is the pool for you. And I am personally going to be moving some of my positions from BEX to Kodiak Finance, seeing that the APR is ridiculously high as compared to BEX. Similarly, there are some other pools as well that are giving out decent APRs. For example, this Bera Nectar pool is yielding 350%. This Bera Wrapped BTC pool is yielding 150%. But I would advise you to first do your own research on these assets before jeting all your money into these pools. The pools that I am personally going to be moving my funds into are these three pools. The first one is USDBR Honey pool, which is a stablecoin pool, by the way, that is yielding 65%. I don't think these APRs are going to stay this high for very long, but enjoy the APRs while it lasts. But a cool strategy you can follow here if you already have some Berachain governance token that you have earned through BEX is take those BGT tokens, stake it for iBGT through infrared, take that iBGT tokens back to Kodiak Finance and then stake it into this iBGT Bera pool, which is yielding a very decent APR of 31%. Similarly, you can do that same through STBGT Bera pool, which is yielding a crazy 80% APR right now. Keep in mind that BGT can be redeemed for 1:1 ratio for the Bera token. So technically both the value of BGT token as well as the Bera token is same. Therefore, you will not be facing a lot of impermanent loss into these pools. The fourth protocol on our list is my personal favorite, Beefy Finance, which will not only give you an aggregated view of yields on the Berachain ecosystem, but it will also let you auto compound your positions. For example, this wrapped Bera Honey pool is yielding 136% APY or 0.2% daily. I usually use Beefy Finance for some stablecoin pools on the Berachain ecosystem. The other two pools that I'm keeping an eye on is the BYUSD Honey LP and the USDE Honey LP, yielding 12% and 10% respectively. Keep in mind, all of these positions will be auto compounded, meaning your yields would be put back into the position that you are farming. Feel free to check out other pools on Beefy Finance, see which ones are under your risk parameters and which ones would you be comfortable in deploying your funds on. Okay, the final protocol on our list is going to be Euler Finance. Euler is a lending protocol on Berachain ecosystem. If you are someone who wants to keep things simple, would not like to execute complex strategies, for example on Kodiak Finance or BEX Finance, then Euler Finance is for you. Here, you can lend your assets like Wrapped Bera, Wrapped BTC, Honey for a very moderate APR of anywhere from 8% to 30%. For example, this pool of Wrapped Bera has a supply APY of 48%. Keep in mind that here there are no token locks, there are no liquid stake tokens. It's as simple as supplying your assets into these pools and withdrawing whenever you feel like it. Similarly, for the Honey token, which is the Berachain native stablecoin, the yield right now is 15%, which I personally think is very high considering that Honey is a stablecoin. So if you want to get exposure to the Berachain ecosystem or the Bera token, and you would not like to execute complex strategies, then Euler Finance is the perfect place for you. That's all for this video. If you would like to see anything specific related to yield farming, let me know into the comment section. Make sure you hit that subscribe and like button to support me. Thank you for watching and see you again in the next video.